What has been said is that 90% of the codes currently running FSD beta build in North America is applicable to the rest of the world as well. Now, although the software is being tested in Europe and other parts of the world, as of right now, the real place it's really going to be tested and worked on is in China. China really is going to be the first country outside of North America to have FSD beta, and I'll explain in a few moments here why that is. If you guys aren't aware, Elon is actually in China right now talking to the foreign minister. Now, I don't want to butcher his name, but just call him Mr. Gang. They're talking about FSD beta, and they're talking about the future expansion in the country even more than it is already right now. Really exciting stuff overall happening in China, and this is where the good stuff starts. Now, the real reason they're pushing for FSD beta to arrive sooner than later in China is because there is a lot of competition with fully autonomous driving, whereas in Europe there isn't so much. I talked about it in numerous videos, but there are companies like XPeng, BYD, Li Auto, NIO that are just pushing for full self-driving, and on top of that their EVs are also just as good. So yeah, it's only a matter of time and regulations before FSD beta drops in the country. I'm expecting it to happen within the next month or so. Now, there has been a lot more information that leaked recently regarding FSD beta in China, and I'll carry on with that in a few moments here, but let's just quickly talk about why Europe is a little bit late to the game. Now, if you guys haven't watched my previous video about Europe and Australia, how there are vehicles with FSD beta running in the country right now, go check my video out. I'll drop it in the description and right up top there. But very exciting news as Tesla is starting to push the software outside of just North America. Now, here's the thing. Countries within Europe is going to be taking longer than other countries in other places just because there are so many different languages and so many different driving conditions and rules. You could literally be driving a couple hundred kilometers and end up in a place that uses miles and Fahrenheit, which is completely crazy, but it really is. Now, here's an example. I've been to the UK before and they follow the speed limit down to the T. There is no way that Tesla is going to be able to adapt FSD beta for all these different changes throughout all the different country rules and regulations. So definitely it's going to take them a lot more training to work in numerous countries around the surrounding area versus a single country just like China. Now, if you guys aren't aware, there is one major difference here with North America versus other countries outside of it, and that is the follow the herd mentality. If you guys don't know what this is, essentially the speed limits don't really apply most of the time, and you just follow the herd so that you don't cause traffic. It doesn't really matter what the speed limit is. The cops don't really care, regulators don't really care. As long as the traffic is moving and as long as it's safe, it is good to go. Now, I've been to places outside of North America and driving on the roads could be quite difficult, especially during rush hour. Everybody sticks to the rule. So if you're dropping from 80 kilometers down to 30 kilometers, that could back up the entire system, and this is where things have to change a little bit in terms of FSD beta and the autopilot. This is one thing that autopilot hasn't been able to fix as of yet. It doesn't really track and go along with the current speed limits. It just kind of does the follow the herd thing that I talked about earlier. So yeah, if you guys were questioning all this time, why doesn't your autopilot adjust for the speed? Really, it could just be this reason alone. Now, with all that aside, there is one good thing about FSD beta coming to Europe. It is going to be extremely accurate. Once Tesla arrives there, they're going to be relying on the European GPS system, which they dub Galileo, and that is extremely accurate compared to what we have here. Galileo is super accurate down to 30 centimeters of your vehicle, whereas GPS is down to 500 centimeters. So that is a big difference right there, and that's going to be able to track things specifically in what lane you are or exactly where you are. Lots of different benefits coming once that arrives. Now, I don't know too much about the GPS systems, but if you guys know more about the differences between GPS and Galileo, let me know in the comments below, because I'm sure you guys in Europe know exactly what you're experiencing right now, and it's so much better than GPS. Alright, so let's go back to China and let's see what they're doing here. So there has been a recent leak, the very first leak, that Tesla is testing on full scale in China, and this has happened in the last couple months, so meaning that they are ready to push FSD beta to all the vehicles there. Now this makes complete sense because China is the next biggest population compared to the US, so they want to have it in a mass marketed area and then slowly trickle its way around to other places around the surrounding of China. Now completely opposite to Europe, the main thing here that sets it apart is that there is one main language in the entire country. This is very similar to North America speaking English, so the vehicle doesn't have to adjust to any other languages other than the local language. So it's pretty expected that Tesla is in communications with the foreign minister at the moment regarding FSD beta, regardless of whatever else they're talking about. With competition really rising in that country, it totally makes sense that they start pushing out this software, because if you guys haven't already seen software from Xpeng like Xpilot and Neo like NeoPilot, it's really impressive at this point. It's pretty much semi-autonomous just like Tesla, and they even have robo-taxis on their streets right now. So China is definitely advancing really quickly, and this is where Tesla has to step up and really start pushing out their products as well. And for those of you guys that aren't aware, US isn't the only place that has self-driving robo-taxis right now. You just have to be a little bit more open and curious. Waymo, Cruise is amazing, but there are a lot of other services in China that do have self-driving robo-taxis as well. You really have to check it out to really believe it, but it's happening right now, and Tesla has to stay competitive by releasing software like this. So yeah, if you do live in China and own a Tesla, expect the FSD beta to come in the next few months. Really excited to be able to come over there one day and just hop into a Tesla and have FSD beta running just like we have over here. So anyways guys, this should wrap it up for this video, but before we end it, I just want to let you guys know again, like I said in my last video, I'm going to be headed on a trip very soon this upcoming week, and I'm going to be filming a lot of content outside of the regular background here with news and sources and stuff like that. So if you guys want to follow me along there, make sure you guys subscribe to my other channel. It doesn't really have anything at the moment, but I will be posting stuff on my journey as well as a lot of testing. I'm going to be camping in the Model Y. If you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys stay tuned by hitting that subscribe button and also following me on Twitter at HeyJohnE. Anyways, this should wrap it up for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, you know what to do. This is John once again. Peace out.